Hey everyone, today it is me, Gordon, and today I am doing a Draw My Life. So, yes, let's get started. And sorry that the whiteboard is so messy. Like, you can literally see what I just erased, but that's okay. I was born on July 31st, 2003, and I am currently 21 years old. Um, I was born into a teen parent family. So, yes, I had a mom and a dad and me. My parents were both 16, I believe. I think my dad actually was 17, not 16. So, yes, my parents were teen parents. And they ended up having me when they were very young. So, yes. And I don't remember the first year of my life, but my parents kept me, and this marker is almost dead, so sorry about that. My parents kept me, even though they weren't really happy about it. But of course, I was okay, and I tried to be brought up in a normal way, obviously. My parents did what they could to bring me up in a normal family, like a normal way. And yeah, a year later, I got a baby brother. So there was me and my parents, and they were older. My dad was 18, my mom was 17. I was born, and then they had a baby. And that baby was Goofy. So, yes. And I cannot write Goofy. That was a horrible F. So, yes. And please ignore background noises, I believe. Never mind. Sorry guys, the cat. So anyways, my parents had Goofy, and I was actually very curious, because I was one at the time, and then there was a newborn. We saw Goofy sleeping, and I was very curious about Goofy, and he wasn't. And then I remember he used to cry a lot, because he still does now, just kidding. And we were close. But then, after Goofy was birthed, my parents decided to put us up for adoption. So, yes, sorry about that. And we were put up for adoption in um, October of 2004, when Goofy was only a month old. But that was unfortunately what I didn't see Goofy, because we were put in different rooms. I was put with the older kids, and he was put with the younger kids. And he and I was very sad because I wanted Goofy, and I was trying to tell them I wanted my brother, but of course I was too young for them to understand me, so everything was misheard. Unfortunately, since Goofy and I were separated, Goofy got adopted by our parents, and they were very excited, and so I drew Mickey's eyes weird, and I don't know why they were on angles, but yeah, they were very excited, and I didn't get adopted. In fact, I did not get adopted at all, and I was very sad. And they did used to let me, I remember, visit Goofy from time to time, if I remember, but they didn't for. But after Goofy was gone, they didn't, and I was very sad. And for 14 years of my life, from 2000 and what year would that be? 4 to 2018, I was in the foster system pretty much. So I would be going around from house to house, to family, and I did not like that because I didn't have one home, and I kept going from house to house to house, and it was very hard on everybody. So, yes. When in 2018, no, sorry, 2017, I became close with two ducks that also came into the foster system, but they told me they knew the whereabouts of Goofy because they, like, their mom, which was Donald and Daisy's aunt, actually, biological aunt, she worked at the adoption center, and so she told them about this, and Delilah and Daniel, Donald's cousins, knew where Donald was because they had just found out about them on YouTube, and they found out about him through YouTube, and it was very cool. And I saw Goofy on YouTube, and when I saw Goofy on YouTube, all grown up on YouTube, and I know it's a really bad YouTube sign, I was so happy to see him. He was being kind of weird, and that's why I do that weird thing on him. But I thought he was hilarious. And so then I was planning to run away, but I didn't want to right away. Over the next year, I watched them on YouTube, and I found out more about their life and everything, and that's what brought me to the family, was through YouTube, actually. And I decided to make my escape, and so then in 2018, when were going to Mexico, and oh my gosh, it's not a plane at all. They were going to Mexico by airplane, obviously, and I decided to book tickets to go. And so, also in 2018, I actually got tickets through Donald and Daisy's aunt. So what I did was I got a plane ticket, and I planned to meet them at the resort. And I traveled alone. Well, I didn't travel alone. Delilah and Daniel and I traveled there by ourselves, and we were very young. Delilah was 13. No, sorry. Yeah, Delilah was 13, I was 15, and Daniel was also 13. I think they were still 12 at the time, so they did have a late birthday. And we were planning to go out there and meet them all by ourselves and stay in a hotel and everything, because their mom couldn't come with us. And so then in 2018, I went to the exact same resort from what they told me, and I ended up meeting them at the resort. And it was so cool. I ran into Goofy, and he was so excited to see me. I was so excited to see him. But Goofy didn't remember who I was, and he was very confused on who I even was. But I tried to tell him, "It's me, your brother," but he did not know what I meant. So, after a while, Minnie and Mickey, though, got the hint. And Mickey said he remembered that there was me at the adoption center, but I never had been adopted. And so what they decided to do was take me home. And they had a huge family at this time. There was Minnie and Mickey, and then they had all their kids. They had Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Mickey Jr., Zoe, and Zachary. So they had a lot of kids. So yes, I'm just drawing everyone. So I thought the faces turned out weird. But they added me into the family, and they took me home with them, and I stayed up. And when we got home, I didn't go back to the adoption center. I stayed at Mickey and Minnie's house. And yes, the way my handwriting is very bad and the pictures are getting hard to see. So yes, I stayed at their house, and that was very exciting for 3 months. And then eventually they decided to adopt me. So I was adopted on March, forget the date, but sometime in March 2019. Oh yeah, March 14th. So I now remember the date. Or 15th. March 14th to 15th of 2019, I was adopted and I became a part of their family. And I was so happy to be in a house with loving parents and lots of siblings, and to have a forever house. And life seemed to get better until the year of 2020, and I'll get into that in a minute. But before that year, I moved schools. I transferred my high school credits over to Donald and Daisy's high school. So yes, I moved high schools. I got a new house. It was all wonderful in a new family. And life was starting to go upwards. Until, like I said, the year of 2020. There was this pandemic that came out. And I know that's the best way to draw it, I guess. And it was very bad for everyone. And we had to stay in isolation. And I actually celebrated my 1 year under lockdown. So yeah. So yes, that's how we tried to write it. But yeah. But we did what we could. At that year I was in grade 11. And I had no idea what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Didn't know if I wanted to go to school or get a job. So then I went into grade 12. And it was starting to get better. Wait, no, sorry. Grade 12, sorry. No, it wasn't. Grade 12 was a very hard year. There was lots of online school, and I wasn't in school much. And it was a very hard time in my life, going through everything that I went through. So yes. So then, in 2021 was my graduating year from high school. But I didn't graduate that year. Instead, I took a 5th year and graduated high school in 2022. And that, I think, was a better decision. So I ended up being class of 2022 with Goofy, and I was very excited about that, being in the same graduating year as him. And during my 5th year of high school, I took more high school credits. But then I realized the credits I was taking were essential credits and not applied courses. So that meant I couldn't get into high school I couldn't get into college. So then I spent the next year going to a learning school to get my C level classes for college. And I was very excited and achieved all of those courses. And yeah, and that was in 2023. And in 2023, I also got accepted to college. And I was very excited to go to college. So yes. In September, so pretty much a year ago, I was getting ready to start college. And college has been an amazing experience. And I'm very glad that I have went to college. This year, I'm going into my 2nd year of college. And I have lots of big hopes and dreams for the future. And I think a lot of them will come true. So yes, that is my Draw My Life. Thank you for watching, everyone. And I hope you have enjoyed our Drawing Our Life videos. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please click like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, sorry if the lighting is kind of weird and the marker, it's literally just our marker is dying. As you can see, it is literally, like, it literally died in that. So yes, we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!